Hello and welcome to the third of three probability videos. Today we're going to zoom in a little bit there on Venn diagrams as a way to sort the outcomes that are available in an experiment. So we use them to talk about several conditions that we want to try to meet, and we'll find out what they have in common. So today we're going to look at playing cards more specifically. In classifying playing cards, we can do this a number of ways. We can sort them into a number of categories, which could be used for a Venn diagram. One way to do this is we know that there's 52 total cards in a deck of cards, and we can divide these first into two groups by classifying them as even or odd, or black and red. So I'm going to go ahead in here and put them down as black and red. Now if I divide 52 into 2, I'm going to get 26 black cards. 52 divided by 2 is 26. That means I'm also going to get 26 red cards. Okay, so that's one way I could classify playing cards. I could also divide that into groups of 4 here. So I can take my 52 total and I can divide it into clubs. I can divide it into spades. I can put it hearts, and I can divide it lastly into diamonds. So there I have 4 categories that I can divide a playing card deck into. If I divide 52 divided by 4 here, I'm going to get 13 in each category. Now you're noticing that that's the same number in each category. So out of those 13 of clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds, I have the rank of cards, which I could talk about as well. So I could classify it by rank. So ace, ace is 1, ace 2, 3, and onwards all the way up to king. So that's another way I can classify playing cards. For this, I'm going to be looking at 3 different conditions today. I'm going to look at 3 separate conditions. One of them will be red cards, one of them will be even cards, and numbers less than 5. And I'm going to show you what that Venn diagram would look like. Here I've done it visually by putting all the possible combinations here that meet my 3 conditions. The card is red, card is even, and is less than 5. Now when I do a 3-way Venn diagram like this, I've got little sections on the outside that just satisfy one condition. I've got these sections in the middle that can satisfy 2 conditions, and then I've got the very center which satisfies all 3 of my conditions. So take my 252 total cards, I can divide it red. All my red cards are going to be there, so I have 26 in the red circle all together. Some of them are shared between the evens, and they're going to be up there. And all my even cards are in that yellow circle. And then, of course, in the other last circle I have is the cards less than 5. So all the cards, including black cards, less than 5. But the ones that meet my condition, all 3 conditions are going to be in the center. So I've got sections that meet 2 conditions in 3 places, and then I've got my 3 conditions being met right in the middle, and that is the 2 of diamonds, the 2 of hearts, the 4 of hearts, and the 4 of diamonds. So this is a good way to classify visually the information, all the different combinations of outcomes that I could get. So what is my likelihood of picking this card out of the whole deck? Well, it's 4. As you can see, there's 4 in the middle. So I have 4 favorable outcomes that meet all my conditions. And it's going to be out of the whole deck of cards, not just the ones that meet one of my conditions, because that would be less, but I'm talking about the whole card deck. So 4 out of 52 is going to meet the probability, and I can actually go ahead and reduce that. 52, as I learned before, 52 can go into, 4 can go into 52 13 times. So my actual probability, if I'm reducing it, is 1 in 13. I have a 1 in 13 chance of meeting my 3 conditions of card being red, even, and less than 5. And just for fun, let's go ahead and run that experiment. So I've got my my card picker widget thing here going, and before I get too dizzy, because it's making me a little bit dizzy here, I'm going to go ahead and pick a card, and it is the 8 of hearts. that meets my red condition, that meets my even condition, but it does not meet my less than 5 condition. So it met 2 of them. So it would be in this section here between even and red. So there you go. I can easily figure out and classify the different outcomes based on the conditions I'm looking for. That's one way to use a Venn diagram. I would also recommend trying out using tables. You could use tables to sort them as another means as well. But I like the Venn diagram in this situation. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.